Joel Mapp.
This morning, the white skies above Luton were quiet. At the airport, planes stood idly at their gates like statues.
The snowfall meant that for several hours, all aircraft here at Luton were grounded, while snowplows cleared the runway. It reopened just before 1 o'clock this afternoon, but by that time, many flights had been cancelled and thousands of passengers had been delayed.
There was also misery on the roads. This was the M1 near Milton Keynes. And there were long delays on the A421, the A505, the A6 and most other roads in the area.
The A421 was particularly busy this morning. We had a broken down lorry on the road, and that mixed with commuter traffic and the snow caused massive problems for that road. There's also roadworks there as well, which actually causes a lot of delays. And so people are getting very frustrated this morning.
It's been a busy old afternoon out and about on those roads.
BBC Three Counties radio presenter Lorna Milton almost missed her show after a 2.5-hour delay on the A6.
It was stop-start all the way, but the stop seemed to be a lot longer than the start. So 3 times I sat there for about 45 minutes each time, going absolutely nowhere. The snow was coming down really, really heavily. Then it seemed to stop and start again.
Tired of a wintry view of the car in front, other drivers decided simply to give up and try again another day. Joel Mapp, BBC Look East.
And back here in Essex, a short time ago, yet another car tried to get down Watery Lane. We saw it go round the corner, and then we saw its lights go out. So the suggestion is that there's perhaps another motorist here who needs to be rescued. A few minutes ago, the fire engine turned up, and some firefighters are now walking down the lane, trying to see if they can see the driver of that car and trying to see if that driver does, in fact, need to be rescued. Back to you.
Thanks very much, Gareth. Later in the programme, all the football from your part of the region. Plus, as the bad weather continues, Mike Liggins has been in hiding.
Yes, winter goes.
A boy racer who admitted killing his girlfriend by dangerous driving has been jailed for 3.5 years. Tom Wright was racing against a teenager, Jake Riseborough, when the accident happened on the A140 at Tasborough in Norfolk. The girl, Stacey Cutts, had been celebrating her 18th birthday.
The court heard Stacey Cutts' life was full of promise. It was taken from her by her own boyfriend racing at speed. Her parents and her brother Lee say they're shattered by their loss, devastated by coming face to face with Wright and Riseborough in the dock.
Pure hatred for them, really. No feelings for them at all. I think right in hell as far as I'm concerned. They were in our lives and a lot of other people's as well, so I just miss her so terribly.
So much. It's just so much.
It was a chance meeting between 2 boy racers with historical dislike, which led to high speeds on the A140 at night. On the brow of this hill, Wright reached 99 miles per hour. The car spun out of control, turned on its side, facing the direction it was travelling. It took down 5 trees and fence panels, killing Stacey Cutts, the front seat passenger, instantly.
They were both local boys on their way further down the road to Harleston. They knew the road very well, I'm sure. They were aware they were speeding. They must have been because they were in control of the cars.
Natalie Taylor, her friend, suffered minor injuries. She didn't want to talk on camera, but told me they'd both told Wright to slow down. The court heard Wright said at the scene, "I've killed my beautiful Stacey." Both had previous speeding convictions. Both were sentenced to 3.5 years. Riseborough and Wright, who were both dressed in black, looked solemn as His Honour Judge Paul Downs said the wickedness of this case was the way that you were reacting to each other, that you both took huge risks at high speeds, which resulted in the loss of this young woman's life. Debbie Tubby, BBC Look East, Norwich Crown Court.
Tesco has been ordered to pay more than £70,000 in fines and costs because its store at Martlesham near Ipswich was infested with mice. The company was found guilty this afternoon of 8 charges brought by environmental health officers. Inspectors had found mouse droppings throughout the store.
Now the companies which claim to offer top money for your unwanted gold and jewellery. You've probably seen the advertisements. Tonight's edition of Inside Out finds out if they really are as good as their word.
Times are hard, The stock market is volatile, but last year the price of gold rocketed by 25%.
So it's no surprise there's been an explosion of companies who want to buy your gold and turn it into cash.
Money for Gold UK is simple, fast and promises to pay more than other national advertisers.
But watch out, you could be sold short and end up having to fight to get your gold back. Money for Gold is one of several companies offering a postal service, which sounds convenient and easy. That's what Sue from Essex thought when she decided to sell her old jewellery.
They can offer you more money because you're dealing with them directly rather than going through a gold broker or someone else. So you just think, well, they can offer you a fair and decent price for what you're sending them.
Sue thought her gold was worth around £900, so when Money for Gold sent her a cheque for just £150, she asked for her gold back.
It was a constant battle with them, phoning them every day, and it just went on like that for weeks and weeks.
When Sue eventually got her gold back, she sold it to a high street jeweller for £1,003, a staggering 7 times more than Money for Gold had offered. The Office of Fair Trading is investigating several postal gold companies, though they won't say which ones. Money for Gold told us that their prices compare favourably with other similar companies. They said they were taking steps to ensure customer satisfaction.
And you can see more on that story on Inside Out tonight at 7:30. One of the region's best-known holiday companies has been sold to an American firm. Ho Seasons employs 200 people at Lowestoft. It's been bought by Wyndham Worldwide. Sport now, and there were 2 wins and 2 defeats for our football teams at the weekend, including a much-needed victory for Ipswich Town. Here's Tom Williams.
Yes, relief for Ipswich fans. The win means Town go into tomorrow night's game at Scunthorpe out of the Championship relegation zone. Just the 1 goal that Sheffield Wednesday required. Here it is, Carlos Edwards with an absolute cracker. It gives the manager a bit of breathing space in the table.
There was lots of pluses over the weekend, and again, it just wasn't about getting a few places up in the league, because we know if we win football matches, the table will take care of itself. We shouldn't get bogged down by what's going on with the table. We should get bogged down by winning football matches, and the rest will take care of itself.
In League One, another win for Colchester. The only goal against Oldham from a corner. Danny Bart there nodding in. Great celebrations. Victory means the U's have now won 13 of their 16 home matches, more than any other side in the division. Colchester stay third in the table, but they have closed the gap on second-place leads to just a point. Norwich still have a 3-point advantage at the top, but Saturday's 2-0 loss to Southampton was their second defeat in 3 games.
It's not been easy for the 2 clubs of late, both relegated from the top tier together, and last year the pair dropped to League One. This campaign, the Canaries are destined for promotion. The Saints look set to stay put after a points deduction. The history books don't lie, and it's clear to see these 2 sides have followed similar paths in recent seasons. More importantly for Norwich during this campaign, one man has made all the difference.
I think the club made a big decision when Paul Lambert came in. He's stabilised the club, he's a quality manager, he's played at a senior level. He's won probably the best competition you can win at club level.
I've seen you play down our place twice now, and yeah, he looks like he's got the team, you know, up for it. So yeah, it must be something to what he's done. Yeah.
So what's the secret to Norwich's success? One name keeps cropping up.
Paul's come in and give the boys a focus, and he's not prepared to take chances. And I think that since he's got here, we've looked like a football side.
But despite the hero worshipping, Norwich were less than heroic on the pitch on Saturday. The visitors took the lead after 33 minutes. Former Southend man Lee Barnard getting his first for his new club and the afternoon. Norwich's misery continued in the second half. The referee quick to reach for the red card. Darryl Russell sent off for violent conduct. Minutes from time, Barnard got another to complete his brace.
We're still at the top, which is great for us. And as I said, we're up there in merit, and we will come rolling back on Tuesday.
And the Norfolk side are looking to repair the damage. Up next for them, Southend at home tomorrow night. Kate Riley, BBC Look East, Carrow Road.
Spare a thought for this man. That's